I haven't been DoorDashing for a full day in a really long time, and if you've watched any of my recent content, then you know I primarily have been focusing on Uber Eats, Instacart, and Lyft. But I decided, what the heck? Let me do a 17-hour DoorDash shift and see how much money I can make. And man, was I disappointed. My first order I only took because it was taking me into the zone I wanted to dash in, and after that, things were terrible, which is why I settled for these barely dollar per mile orders from Swig and Starbucks. After that order, I went an hour and a half without a single order coming in. Now, this is something I've seen from DoorDash for quite some time now. It is slower than things used to be. And that's actually why I've been focusing on other apps, because I can make so much more. And so if you're struggling to make money on DoorDash, then there's a great tool out there that I mentioned in a lot of my videos. It's the Solo app. If you download it and sign up for one of their subscription plans, then you're going to get all these great features. One of them being the pay guarantee feature, where you can guarantee a certain amount of money that you'll make for the day through Solo. And they'll also show you what apps are the best to work during what hours of the day. So you can plan out your day better if DoorDash is slow like this. So if you're new to my channel and you want to check them out, then I'll leave the link for you down below in the description. When you sign up using that link, you will get a $10 bonus plus a free trial to try out all those great features. So after that great order, I finally started to get a lot of high pay orders. After that came a cash order, which I always take because they usually tip really well. And sure enough, I got a $7 tip from that one. After that, I got a really great order from DashMart where they told me to hand it to them. And of course, they never came to the door. At this point, I thought things were actually going pretty good, but honestly, it was just such a weird shift. After that, I consistently was getting high pay orders and there was hardly any dead time. But for some reason, I just wasn't even making that much. Now, before I go into my overall numbers for the shift, I did want to mention the community that I started just recently, the More Driven community over on school.com or the school app. Now, I've talked about this in a previous video, but I wanted to just bring it up again because for the last few days of June, it is still free to enter. You will be in there for free for life if you join before July 1st. So what I'm trying to do with this community is just bring a level of competition to the gig work community and also some great ways for you to make extra money. So there's weekly challenges, there's weekly prizes, there's weekly bonuses, there's weekly giveaways, there's also monthly competitions, monthly giveaways, monthly prizes, and all sorts of great stuff. We've got like 40 members in there already, and we're always just sharing how our day's going, sharing different things that we're working on, sharing different strategies that we're learning out on the road, what apps are working well for us that day, and things like that. So the competitions are about to get great. The prizes are about to get great. For the month of July, the two main prizes that you can win is the Hardest Worker Award, which is just whoever in the community works the most amount of hours for the month gets a big prize, and also the Highest Earner Award, which is just whoever makes the most money during the month will also get a prize. And so throughout the month, there's going to be roughly $1,000 to $2,000 probably worth of prizes and competition winners and giveaways and things like that. So if you want to join while it's still free, then go ahead and click the link I have for you down below in the description. It's going to take you over to the school.com or the school app, and you can just join. It's super easy and super fun. So far, I'm having a great time with the people in there. It's been super enjoyable, and it's been just great to kind of have a platform where I can communicate directly to the people in my community. And also a really fun thing that I'm going to be doing really soon in this community is pulling from people to help me make videos and paying you guys for that. So anything that I want to test out in other states or other countries, then I will be pulling from that group, and you can make some good money just helping me out, making some great content and doing some test runs for me. So if that interests you at all, again, it's down below in the description. But let's get into these final numbers. So in total, I made $189.94 in 16.7 hours. So just under 17 hours. And that means my hourly pay for the day was only $11.37, which is pretty absurd. I mean, that's bad. I was really expecting it to be better. And what was really weird, like the weirdest part of the entire shift, was that it didn't seem like I was getting many bad orders at all. My acceptance rate started off at 74%. It only dipped down to like 68% throughout the day. And that's actually not bad considering that's a 17-hour workday. I mean, you guys saw I was getting decent high pay orders pretty consistently, and it didn't seem like there was much dead time except for kind of at the beginning of that shift where I went an hour and a half with no orders. But yeah, it was just really weird. I mean, I think it was slower than what I actually thought it was because the orders were kind of taking longer because the restaurants didn't have them ready. And there was just like maybe a couple minutes in between each order, which when you add that up throughout the day, it's actually a lot slower, even though if things feel consistent, if you're consistently having to wait 5 minutes in between orders, then that can really lower your pay. So for right now, I am probably just going to be sticking with my strategy of cherry picking off Uber Eats and Instacart and then filling in the dead time with any Lyft rides, or if Lyft has some good bonuses like they're doing this week with a $105 bonus if you complete 50 rides, then I'm just going to be filling in the gaps with Lyft and stuff like that. That seems to be the best way for me. If I were to work 17 hours doing this strategy instead of just doing DoorDash, then I would easily be able to make over 300, no problem, not even a question. Most likely I would hit closer to 400 because I can usually hit $300 to $350 in a 12-hour span using that strategy. So my best advice to close out this video is to just test as many apps as possible, test as many things as possible, still have DoorDash in your arsenal, but just make sure you're figuring out the best strategy for your specific area, because it definitely makes a big difference. If I just used DoorDash, I would be making really bad money right now. But because most days I do Uber Eats, Lyft, and Instacart, I am absolutely crushing it on a daily basis. So there you guys have it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe, because I have noticed that only about 15% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed. So if you are enjoying my content, then just subscribe, because it helps me know where to gear my content towards and what you guys are enjoying. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Join the More Driven community, because I'm telling you, it's going to be a blast. Things are only going to get better as the months go on, and as we get more and more members in there, the prizes are going to get absurd, and hopefully eventually, maybe next year, I can give away a car. Like, that's kind of the end goal, is to be able to have so many members in there that we can just have amazing prizes, amazing competitions, and make more money all together. So anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.